Welcome back to my video series on how to turn an ordinary bag into a camera bag. Now here's a good example of a shell that I made for a shoulder bag a while back. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is your ordinary bag, shoulder bag. It's your ordinary shoulder bag. And this is the insert I made for the shoulder bag. So let me show you what the insert looks like. So inside your bag you have four sides. As you can see, all the four sides and the bottom. So the same thing with your insert. As you can see, you have the bottom and the sides. So you actually see the four sides, bottom, this is the bottom, sides, and all the four sides, like so. What this really is a long piece of fabric sandwiched together with the sides sewn in. So there's many ways you can do this. You can have one long piece of fabric and then you can sew the seams in between each one to separate the sections. Or you can actually cut four pieces like so and then sew them together. Or you can have one continuous one. And inside you can see I have the hook and loop here, three of them, so we can divide them with the dividers. So let me show you. So here's one of the dividers I actually made, and this will go in here, like so. And this is a perfect shell for a small camera. You can put a mirrorless camera in here, two lenses, and some other stuff you need. And the good thing about this bag, which I selected, is there's pouches in the front over here to put extra stuff. And there's actually another section over here in the back where you can put stuff, whether you want to put tissues or whatever. And the good thing I like about this backpack is there's another section, not backpack, but shoulder bag in here, see? Where you can put stuff. Like you can put a tablet, and there's also another zipper in here. So you got your inside, and then you got it over here. Let me show you. You have another zipper thing inside here. So this is a very, very good example of a nylon type shoulder bag that you can turn into a camera bag. Now let's look at other examples of bags that I have turned into a camera bag. Welcome back to Not Just Photography. Let me show you the final version of an insert I created for a luggage bag. Now this insert I'm still using right now. It's a very, very good insert I made for the luggage bag. The stitching is not the greatest. I do not have the greatest sewing machine. I'm not an expert in sewing, but I still love this insert I made for my luggage bags. So later on in another video, I will show you how to choose the proper luggage, hard case, or any type of bag to turn into a camera bag. So let me show you the insert I made for this luggage. As you can see, this is a luggage. It has wheels and also has a handle that you can slide out to wheel. Okay? So in another video I'll show you why I chose this luggage to turn into a carrying bag. So this is the insert for the luggage. I decided to add some extra features to the insert by making a flap at the top. This flap is similar identical to the way you make the flap in the bottom of your camera bag. It's the same bottom piece of foam in the center, sandwiched by 2 pieces of polyester or nylon, but I sew the zipper along the sides. Therefore, in the bottom of your insert, you would have to sew a zipper on the top sides of your insert. So this is what my insert looks like for my luggage bag, which I'm still currently using right now to carry my photography equipment. So as you can see, there are many dividers in here. So let me show you what a divider is. A divider really is a piece of foam sandwiched by a piece of fabric on both sides. And then the hook and loop is sewn to the side. So it's very basic. So small pieces of inserts for the camera bag can easily be made with scrap materials. So if you know somebody who sews a lot, ask them, do they have any scrap material they do not want, and just collect the scrap materials. When you go to a fabric store, when they finish cutting the fabric in the rows, there'll always be small little leftover pieces that nobody can use to make a dress or to make any type of product. So those small little sheets of fabric, if you can find real good nylon or polyester, they'll sell for very, very cheap because it's totally too small to make anything. But if you're making inserts for your camera bag, or you already have a camera bag and you want to add more inserts, why spend lots of money? Make your own inserts. You can just go to the fabric store and buy those leftover pieces of fabric that nobody wants, the ends from the rows, and they're very small pieces of fabric, and you can make this. So it's very simple. So let me show you different types of inserts. This is another insert, but it does not have the hook and loop. So if you're making an insert, the hook should be on the side. So this is the rough part. So this is the one that maybe it's just for a spacer, or sometimes your camera lens is too high and your camera lens is mounted to your body of your camera. This sort of goes underneath in cushions, or if you want something, you have something that moves around, you can just slide this in. So this is a very basic insert without the hook and loop on the sides. So now as you look towards the camera bag, let me go a little closer so you can see the camera bag. This is the sides, and these are the inserts. So as you can see, I have lots of different types of inserts. Inserts, small ones, big ones, different types of inserts. As you can see, to mind the noise, I'm just taking away the inserts. So here's another insert I have made. As you can see, this insert has 3 sides to it. So I can actually stick this down to the bottom of the camera bag, stick this down to the bottom of the camera bag, so it has a little more security, and it strengthens the insert for not moving around. So now, as I take this thing apart, you will see what the insert actually looks like. So this is the insert I'm currently using. So there are different types of inserts. So this is an insert you would normally see. This is an insert you would normally see when you buy your camera bag. Just like this. Similar to insert that I have made. See, there's not really much difference between their inserts and my inserts. Their fabric, of course, is going to be a little better. Their stitching is going to be a little better, and the thread they use, of course, is going to be better than what I use. But if you look at it, it's practically almost the same. So as we go on taking away the camera bag, there's 2 types of inserts in the camera bag. There's always be the main insert, which is the long pieces that divide the camera into sections. And then you have the small pieces. So let me show you. This is an insert. Really, it's mainly for the dividers. It divides the camera bag into sections of your camera bag. And then you have your main insert. Let me show you. This is the final bag I'm using now to hold my photography equipment, the insert that you need, this is just the side inserts, the small ones, and let me show you what the main insert looks like. So this is the main insert. This is the insert that you see in most camera bags that you're able to bend in which way. So this divides your camera bag either this way or if you want it that way. So this is what it actually does. And then your side pieces will actually Velcro on like this. Velcro on like this. So you can divide your camera bag into sections. Okay, so as we take the camera bag apart, you will see what it actually looks like, the shell. So mind the noise as we take apart the inserts to my camera bag. As you can see, the difference between my inserts and if you were to buy a camera bag, I always like to make the inserts more beefier than it needs to be. If you look closely right here at this, see, this is a wider strip of hook and loop. This is actually the hook, the rough stuff. So this is a wider strip. I chose to sew on a wider strip here so I can get more friction, so this can stick better to the sides. If you look at regular camera bags, they just use skinny strips on the side, similar to something like this. I chose to make wider strips. So when you're making your panels, which is your main panels, to Velcro on, Velcro is the brand name, or the hook and loop to stick on the sides, if you want, you can choose to have a wider strip. But we'll talk about the details about this panel in a later episode on how to make the inserts in the main panels for your camera bag shell. So now let's move on to the shell itself. So this is the camera bag shell. So let me take the shell apart. As you can see, I have more inserts in here. So this is the camera shell, and we can just gently unplug the shell from the luggage bag. So as you can see, this is a luggage. Okay, we'll go to more details. I have three pieces of foam in here just to cushion the camera bag, because this luggage bag has grooves. Why does it have grooves in here? Because the handle of the camera bag, which slides in and out, actually sinks in here, so there's grooves. So these are just extra pieces of foam where the sunken areas are in to support the shell and the inserts in for the camera and for your luggage. So this is a luggage. Okay, now let's move the luggage away and let me show you how this looks. So basically, this is just a shell. So sort of like a basket. This is the outer side, as you can see. Let me show you. This is the outer side. This is the top. And this is the bottom. Okay? So when I showed you, I was showing you in the video how to make the bottom and the sides. So as you can see, the bottom piece is wider, and so is the top piece is wider. The fabric extended over, and then once the fabric extended is extra wider on the edges, you can put this fabric that's extended from the bottom and you sew it together here. See, as you can see, my sewing is very, very terrible, but it does the job. And once you sew these two pieces together, you will get this shell. And once you get the shell, you can have the leftovers, and you just fold the leftovers over like this. Once this is inserted in the camera bag and your gear's on top, the weight will just push down on the camera bag and your stuff will not move at all. So this is a currently working bag that I have made. I have started off doing stuff in there. I have made mistakes in certain mistakes I have made, as you can see over here, where I haven't put in enough hook and loop, or actually the hook part here, so I had to glue a couple of pieces to make it wider. So now it's very important when you do design it, it's better if you put more hook and loop than you actually need. If you have more here, if you don't need it, it doesn't matter. It just stays there. If you forget to do it, it'll be hard to make this stay. So it took me several times to actually glue this down, and now it's still not as strong as sewing. Okay? Sewing is always better than gluing. Gluing and sewing together makes it very, very strong. Because what happens with glue is over time, when your camera bag gets hot, it gets cold, glue sort of moves around, and that's what happens. So as you can see, we got the hook and loop here, and this design, as I explained earlier, depending on how you want to arrange your equipment. And then we have the hook and loop. Actually, the hook part, the soft part, is on the sides and the soft part's on the bottom. So this is the shell made to insert into luggage. You can make this shell to insert into your backpack, or you can insert into your purse, or there's different ones. And then later on, I'll be showing you a quick clip that I made, this very, very small insert for a small little bag, where when I want to carry around my small little camera just to go to the park or go on vacation. So here's one of the camera shells I made for a luggage bag, which I'm currently using. So thank you for watching my video series on how to turn a bag, any bag, that's suitable to turn into a camera bag. Once again, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate my very, very low amount of subscribers, but I'm very happy to make these videos to show people that you can save money and you can do it yourself. Thank you for watching.